Hey, sports fans all over the world, it's your guy, Majestic Sounds. Hey, listen, if you like the content that we're creating and you would like to support us, just head on over to our Patreon page and become an exclusive member of the Gridiron Sports Podcast. Also, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do that for us. And don't hesitate to leave us a comment. We would love your feedback. All right, y'all already know what I'm about to do at this point. DC4 Life.
Spartans, prepare for glory. Here we go. Buck, here we go.
What it is, and what it do, baby. Y'all already know who it is. Here we go, baby. Cowboy Nation, y'all already know who it is. It's your guy, Majestic Sounds, and welcome to the Gridiron Sports Podcast. I am your host for this evening, and as you know, ladies and gentlemen, we're about maybe 2 days away from the NFL draft coming up this coming Thursday, and by the time y'all see this, probably going to see this Wednesday. So I have my reservations with the wide receiver room, and Cowboy Nation, y'all do too. Most of y'all have y'all reservations as well with the wide receiver room. Of course, we got plenty of needs on the offensive side of the ball, and yes, we have some needs on the defensive side of the ball. We still need a big boy down on the defensive front line that can bust through and make some plays for us during the running game to stop the opposing team's running game. And of course, we need a DB on the other side of the run blind. And arguably, we still need a nickel corner because Jordan Lewis is no longer with us. He's with the Jacksonville Jaguars, and they paid him pretty good. And one can argue that Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones could have found a way to pay my guy so he can stay with us. And then, of course, D-Law is gone now. And, you know, him and Michael Parsons had that little spat on social media. I believe it was Twitter, and they call it X now. But that's neither here nor there at this point. We don't have those guys anymore. But it is an argument that we can debate. And also, our running game hasn't really been up to snuff since Tony Pollard walked out the building. And he got paid well by the Tennessee Titans. So one can argue that the running game has been suspect ever since Tony has left. But fans are basically zeroing it in on the fact that Cee Dee Lamb needs some help. And before I go any further, let's not disrespect my guy, Jalen Tolbert, J Toll, or JT, whatever you want to call him. I like to call him J Toll, number one for the Dallas Cowboys wide receiver. And one can argue that, and I'm arguing the fact that he had a phenomenal year last year. When his number was called, he did his thing. Now, he is a legit number 3 wide receiver, and we do need a legit number 2. And Dallas Cowboys have the tendency to lean on the draft.
What's your point?
My point, Jerry Jones, is we shouldn't lean so heavy on the draft when we can use trade acquisition, and furthermore, we can just use free agency to get a for show number 2 wide receiver. Now, it looks like we're going to lean on the draft like we always do. Now, free agency, the second wave of free agency will be after the draft. I'm going to say that again. The second wave of free agency will be after the draft. However, the Dallas Cowboys most likely is going to lean on the draft and not going to make any big splash in the second wave of free agency to get a for show number 2 wide receiver, thus meaning that they're going to lean heavily on these rookie wide receivers. That's what they're going to do. Now, who would y'all like to be our new wide receiver out of the draft? Because we already know. We already know, baby, what they're going to do.
What's your point?
We already know what they're going to do, baby. We know they're going to get a wide receiver out of the draft. And I told you guys, even months ago, I have no reservations with that. I have no problems with that. But the thing is, the point I'm trying to make is you cannot lean on rookies like that. You can't put that much pressure on rookies like that. Even with T-Mac, that's what he likes to be called, a wide receiver from Arizona, McMillan. Even with him being 6'4", being able to high point the ball and come down with it with his feet in bounds. And he has breakaway speed. Even with that, you know, that's cool. That's fine and dandy. And I get it, Dallas. I get it. I really do. I get it. I get it. We do develop players really, really good. However, I don't want to lean on a rookie like that. I just don't. That's just my opinion. That's how I feel about it. And then we got Matthew Golden living our life like it's golden. I mean, do we want to do that? Do we want to get T-Mac, or do we want to live our life like it's golden with Matthew Golden? He is a good route runner. He has short area quickness. He has good hands. And T-Mac has good hands, by the way. He has breakaway speed. Both of them have breakaway speed. But, I mean, this the NFL, baby. And this ain't the college. So, the transition from pro to college, it ain't nothing to sneeze at. So, it's the known unknown. We know what you done in college, baby. But we don't know what you going to do over here in the pros, in the NFL. So, and then I like Luther Burden III. He led all of the NCAA football and broken tackles. So the dude is hard to get down at 208 pounds, and then the speed he has. I mean, dude is cold, and nobody's really talking about him now as much. But he's still something to consider, Luther Burden. Now, me personally, I rather just lean towards free agency, not the draft. I'm gonna say that again. I rather lean towards free agency and not the draft.
What's your point? What's your point?
My point is, I'm not gonna rely on no rookie. No disrespect to any of the wide receivers or any rookies. I'm just not finna do that. We got a new head coach, and we need to put players around Dak Prescott. Let's make the new head coach and our quarterback look good. Let's give these guys all the weapons they need so that people can take us seriously. Defense is not going to respect you. They're going to double Lamb, and that's it. So, needless to say, we need a really, really, really good running back. So, we got two in free agency, Miles Sanders, and then Javonte Williams, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on his first name. I think his last name is Williams. I think it's Javonte Williams. So we got them through free agency, and now we need to get one in the draft. And, you know, we just going to have to double team on the running thing. We might need to double dip and get, you know what I'm saying, two running backs. However, we need a 1-2 punch. We're going to have to double team the defenses, the opposing defenses, with a 1-2 punch. You know, that's just the best way to do it in this modern era of football that we play in. So I am cool with that if we double dip and, you know, playing for the future. And I'm even cool at getting, you know, McMillan or Golden or Luther Burden III. I'm cool with getting any one of them, but I'm not going to rely on them. I think that would be a big mistake by the Dallas Cowboys. So it would behoove the front office. Will McClay, please speak up and open your mouth. Shotty, I need you to speak up. Will McClay, I need you to speak up. Y'all make sure y'all open y'all mouth, and y'all can get these people, whoever you want to get in the draft. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with y'all double dipping, getting the running backs. Cool with y'all getting a corner, and I'm cool with y'all getting a wide receiver. If you get two wide receivers, that's cool. And I'm cool with y'all getting a defensive lineman. But what I'm not cool with is the second wave of free agency after the draft. I'm not cool with y'all not doing anything. I'm not cool with y'all sitting on y'all hands doing the second wave of free agency. I need y'all to get a for sure wide receiver, either by trade acquisition or by free agency. All right, Cowboy Nation, that's my time, and I truly thank you all for your time. Please give us the thumbs up and subscribe. Sharing is caring. Please share this content, ladies and gentlemen. Share it with a friend. Share it with a neighbor. Share it with a stranger. Share it with your significant other. And share it even with your enemy. And maybe, just maybe, y'all might become cool after talking about the Dallas Cowboys. DC for life.